Good afternoon. It's the Trigger, Rich Bontrager. Welcome back. Instead of 2 p.m. with the Trigger, I've got some other stuff going on this afternoon on Friday. So to do the opening of Rock the Stage Show. That's the official opening for How to Rock the Stage Show. And I wanted to share that today as we got rolling on a early version of 2 p.m. with the Trigger. How you doing on this Friday afternoon? It's a beautiful sunny day and here in Washington, D.C., and I want to follow up today on a post that I put out earlier about being the best version of you on camera. How do you show up on camera? I put a post out, put a little article out earlier, but I wanted to go deeper here to follow that up and talk a little bit about what it really means to show up here in the most impactful way that you can. Again, my mission, the reason I do everything I do through Rock the Stage Media is to help you shine on camera, shine on stage so that you and your brand authority get amplified higher and higher, that you get the results that you want. And one of the biggest deterrents, one of the biggest things I see over and over again is that people showing up on camera, live or recorded, it does not matter, showing up for virtual networking events, showing up for virtual live stream events, just showing up on camera like this, with their head barely on camera. And you have all this head space, all this space that does nothing for you. This is ridiculous. And I do not understand why people, yes, why you cannot see how silly this looks on camera. This is not the way to do it. There is a way to come on and shine on camera and shine on stage. And it does require that you look like someone that knows how to show up on camera. One of the best ways to learn this is to start watching your news journalists. Watch your nightly news. Watch the national news. Watch the talk shows. I don't care who it is, from Dr. Phil to late night to whoever. Start watching how they show up on camera. Now, one of the advantages of the news and talk show people is that they have producers. They have people and they have the cameramen, and the cameramen are listening and they know exactly how to frame you up on camera. So I'm going to help you with that today. I'm going to help you so you can frame up on camera and you don't come on camera anymore, ever again, looking like this, because they would never do this on TV. Never. The news would never do that. Late night talk show hosts would never show up like this. So ask yourself, why are you allowing yourself to show up like that? You do want to show up squared up on camera. Now, I know you don't have a virtual bathroom. You don't have a room that may be the best cohesive for a virtual set. Everyone's doing the best they can with what they have. I understand that. That's a whole nother conversation to help you get virtually more compelling in your environment as a coach. However, there is another way to look better. And I know many people are coming up in on the camera really close, and that's not good either. This is like an intimidating conversation when you're on the sidewalk with someone and it looks like you're in their face and you're going to kiss them. There, you got my kiss. You don't want to look like this, okay? It's really intrusive. When you're talking with your hands, you don't want to look like you're going to smack them on the camera. That's also very, very intrusive. You want to push back from the table, literally push back from your table. You want to practice what your mic levels are and everything else. But right now I'm talking about you physically on the camera. You want to have about three fingers from the top of the canvas, the top of the camera frame, to your head. You want to have about 3 fingers. Now I can go a little bit further back, just a hair back more on my studio setup, and then I run into my green screen. But look at that. I got 3 fingers. I almost have 4 fingers, and I'm squared up. You want it to be torso up on camera if possible. I've got the name bar there right now. The name bar is coming up a little bit more of it, but you want to be able to show yourself on camera in a very natural conversation way. Pardon me while I take a drink. But you want to do this in a way that is so natural in conversation. It's like you're sitting in the living room with somebody having a conversation. You're not up in their face. You're not, oh, please don't do this. Don't do it like it's off camera and you're halfway paying attention. If your keyboard is over here, but your camera's over here, either move your camera over to the keyboard or move your keyboard in front of the camera. You want to have it so you are looking at the camera. You've heard me talk about this a lot, but now it's the physicality. You want to fill the space like you are the star of the show. Don't hide yourself. Show your presence. This is going to be your power. This is going to be your authority. This is going to be your credibility right here. I'm confident of who I am, what my brand is, what I'm talking about, and I'm going to show up and I'm going to own my space. Remember, this is not a Zoom box, a Google box, and you're not on a call. Please stop calling these calls. This is TV. This is media. It's streaming content. So you want to show up like you're on camera on set. That doesn't mean you need to go all Hollywood and go all crazy, but our minds now have trained ourselves that this is like a movie. This is like the TV nightly news. This is like whatever you love to watch. Our minds now, in the last 2.5, 3 years, have gotten used to camera presence as a part of life. So please, if you're going to call somebody, give them a call. And that's a call. This is a video conference. This is a video interview. This is a video streaming show. And that requires that you're going to show up in a more prominent way. So you do want to sit straight up too, by the way. You want to be up in your chair. I'm seeing a lot of people that are kind of just slouched back doing this whole thing in the chair. And, hey, I'm here. It's really cool to see you today. That's not showing your brand authority. This is showing you put your feet up on your desk, either real or virtually, and you're kicked back. You're being casual. That doesn't show your authentic nature. That doesn't show that you are a professional in your space, in your industry. So sit up. Mom and dad told us a long time ago, right? Every teacher in school told you, sit up, little Richard, get up there. So you got to do this. You got to sit up and show that you own this space. Now, that physicality is you could go a little bit off camera and off tilt, but you want to stay in on the camera frame. Personally, if I'm doing this, it's because I'm going to use this other space for a video graphic, an overlay, or something like that later on. Most times, I want you to square up right here, and I want you to fill the bulk of the space because it's so important for you to be the center. I know for a lot of people, they've avoided being the center of attention. But if you are the brand spokesman, the brand ambassador, if you are the genius of your book, your company, your online course, you want to show yourself as being the genius of the online course. The other thing you don't want to do is do this. You don't want to have the camera down here. And recently I just had one right here. It was just like that. All you saw was part of their mouth and the rest of their body cavity and their hands. This may look funny. This may look like, wow, this could be kind of entertaining conversation, but no one wants to see this. They want to see you. They want to see those eyes. You talk and communicate with your eyes. You talk and communicate with your smile. Today on my post that I put out there earlier today, my post was all about the things that will help you shine on camera and stage. Your smile is contagious. And most people don't know how to use it. It shows I'm having fun. When I laugh, I'm really laughing. I'm not making it up. I'm smiling because I'm having fun. I get to do this. I get to help you get better at online presence. It's going to sharpen your communication. It's going to raise the engagement. It's going to help clients feel that you're a warm, lovable person that is confident and they want to do business with you. I love getting to help you do that. That's what I love to coach, and it's better and better. But if you do these other things, if you have the camera off kilter, if you have a bad microphone where they can't hear you, if you're muffled like this, and no one wants to hear that either. And that's a whole nother conversation of having good audio. But right now, physically, I'm seeing way too many people still showing up like they really don't want to be on camera. Ask yourself this question today. If you aren't the one to be on camera to represent you and your brand, who is the right person to put on this stage and represent your brand? Who from your company is the one that has a smile, that has a glimmer in their eye? Who's the one that's going to square it up every time? And when you go 3, 2, 1, camera on, good evening, welcome. They're the ones that are going to pop and shine for you. That's who you want here on this camera lens more than ever and ever. Who is that person? You want to learn more about how you can do this? How I can help you center up? I literally go with people and I take them through their visual setup. I help them sit up more, turn left, turn right, a little bit better here. I help them talk about the physical hand gestures of using your body to be more engaging through this. And yes, I help people get that smile out so it feels more natural and it comes through. That's an engaging, fun time. Contact me, Rich at richbontrager.net. I'd love to help coach you up and equip you up. And by the way, on my website, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, I'm going to help you out here today. I am going to make it so easy for you to get in touch and follow up here. My website right now is featuring a 20% off my coaching services. So let's see if this is going to work here. Stand by. Let's look. I see what's going on there. Okay, now we're going to try this. And it's still not wanting to work today. So let's try one more thing here. All right. We will try this another route one more time here. I am going to drop this into here. And now we're going to add that in. See, this is the joy of working with all this great technology. Technology sometimes is not your friend. You are the person. You are the brand. You are the one. And all right, for some reason, it's not wanting to work today, but we will get you the information on the notes after the show here to how to go to the website, learn more about us, book a one-on-one call, and go to our website and save 20% on our coaching and our services from rockthestagemedia.com. But I want to make sure you really, really know you're missing out. If you're coming in slouching, if you're coming in with that head just floating, if you're coming in where you're not fully on frame, you are missing out on the power and the transformational connectivity you can get by learning how to be the best version of you on camera. And it starts with being prepared. Every time I appear on camera, backstage, I make sure I'm standing up. If I'm standing up, which I most often am, standing up. If I'm in my chair, I'm sitting up straight. Eyes on camera, framed up well. And then when they hit that light, I'm ready to go. Polished, shining, and I'm the center of the activity. Talk with me more. Let's figure out how we can get you rocking and make you shine better on camera and stage. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll see you back at our regular time, 2 p.m. with The Trigger.